Welcome in. Today, we are going to talk about 3 different and unique ways to market your law firm in less time. So let's just jump right into it. Number 1, I want you to focus on outsourcing. Get things off your plate that are not your expertise, not something you should be doing, not something that's actually helping you help clients or pushing your business forward faster. Things like this could be marketing, it could be admin work, it could be scheduling, it could be answering the phones. What you want to do is just remove that stuff. Remove it from your daily activity. You've already got enough on your brain when you're talking to clients and figuring out how to solve their problems and go about making the best case for them, right? So why would you even waste time doing anything else? Just don't worry about it. Yes, you're going to have to pay somebody. Yes, you're going to have to pay a little bit of money. You'll have some time to train that person, but you're doing it now. Let's say you're the expert on it for you, for your business, for your firm, for even just you as an attorney. Doesn't mean you can't train somebody to do that stuff. Most of what you do and what we all do on a daily basis is a lot of admin. It's just menial stuff that we don't really need to do because it's not the best use of our time. So what we really want to focus on is getting that stuff off your plate. So I'm going to highly encourage you to outsource, hire somebody else to do that, whether it's an expert in the field or just a part-time assistant. It doesn't have to be a full-time employee to come on. You can really just hire somebody for 1 or 2 hours a week, and there's plenty of resources online to do that. So outsource that stuff. Number 2, you want to use systems and tools that exist currently. You don't have to build something from scratch. There's tons of stuff. Use systems and tools that exist out there in the world and make sure you're collecting all of the data, or data, however you want to say it, just fine. You're going to see in the years to come, if you haven't experienced this yet, that the focus is on the data. That's why Google's making so much money. That's why Amazon is actually making so much money and why they're such a big player in the game. They collect data and they analyze it and they make decisions based on that data. That's why they're so powerful. That's why I want you to focus on it, because I want you to become that powerful. I want you to leverage that data for your business. This could be how people find you. This could be how quickly a client with X problem can be moved through the systems buckets and into either the courtroom or settlement, whatever their best outcome is going to be. Always be looking at that data. Take some time, once a month, once a quarter, a couple times a year, whatever your best cadence is that you can actually build into your schedule. Find the time, make the time to analyze the data that you're collecting and then make decisions off of it. It's really that simple. It sounds like a lot, and yes, there is time that goes into it, but the beauty of it is it's all there. It's all documented. So we got to get using those systems to take things off your plate. It's kind of that outsource mentality, but combining the tip number 1, outsource, with thing number 2 gets you the best outcome of that. So use them in tandem. Thing number 3, that is focus on your lowest hanging fruit. This is where I get really excited when working with a new client, really diving into their existing practice and figuring out what have they done to either get new customers in the door or get referrals from existing customers or friends and family. What are some of those events that they've taken part in? What are those promotions that they've run in the past? Anything that we can do to keep you from having to use more and more time, that's going to be brilliant, right? So let's look at what you've already done. Look at where the success has been in the past and figure out how we build a system around making that replicable. Just do it again. You got to sometimes look to the past to see where the future is going to take you. I love doing that because it's already built. You got to look at your assets, whether you have you're running ads and getting phone calls in, and maybe that's how you get new leads and new customers in the door, or you say that this type of customer worked best when I did X, Y, and Z to get them onboarded really, really fast because it helped them feel better about the situation. Maybe they trusted me more quickly than some of the other clients that I've had. And look at things that you've done in the past. Find where that gold is, because there's gold in them thar hills. It's something that you gotta just look back, find the opportunity there, and sometimes you'll find the negative and things that didn't work, and that's fine. But what you really want to focus on is find those things that did work and literally do this. Run them again. Sounds stupid and simple, and that's because it is. Run them again. You got an audience out there. You got whether they're cold or warm or hot, doesn't really matter. But if this thing worked before and you can replicate the conditions in which it worked before, then run it again. If you send an email to your existing clients and that generated new referrals, send that letter again. Send it every freaking month. Send it every quarter. Whatever you want to do as a cadence to get new clients out of that, but consistently do it over and over again until it stops working. This is not something you do once and get it off your plate. No, you find something that works and you do it. You do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. You see where I'm going? So, again, recapping. Tip number 1, outsource. Get that stuff off your plate. Tip number 2, that's 3. Tip number 2, use systems and tools that exist out there in the world and make sure that you're capturing that data. Make sure you got it stored somewhere so you can use it and analyze it later to make better decisions. And thing number 3, focus on the lowest hanging fruit. The easiest stuff out there is to do the thing that worked before and do it again. That's it. There's nothing special to it. There's no secret sauce. If it worked before, great. Let's try it again. Just do it. Even if it doesn't work again, you learn something. You learn that all the conditions that made it work before weren't met. So let's just get up, get to it, and get doing it. All right. If you like this video, please like. Somewhere down here, subscribe, and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more videos like this and see more tips and tricks on how to get the most out of your marketing for your law firm.